Hi everyone, it is me, Lisa from Lisa Knits and Vlogs. How are you today? Sorry about the lighting, it is a bit dark. I should actually plug my computer in too, so that way it stays, you know, it stays charged up. That's what I needed to do, is to charge it up, because I do know that it needs doing. So I was just watching it out for my game, and I was needing to do that, so then that way I get the points, more points. So just need to get out of that so I can get into the next one and whatnot. So all right, that is that. Now I can put it onto my live, onto YouTube, put it on my live so I can see it come up on, oops, wrong way. I'm getting out when I need to stay in. So that way I get to stay in, and I need to put it on live chat and a thumbs it and whatnot. So don't forget the thumbs, guys, and don't forget your live chat. All right, so that's done there. So now I can get back onto. Oops, they weren't supposed to come off like that. My knitting or my crocheting. I do have ends to sew in, but I'll sew them in once I get a little bit further around. And it is 10 p.m. here on a Thursday night. I should say not Wednesday night, Thursday night, the 2nd of April. Tomorrow is Good Friday for us, so that has come around so quick. Good Friday, and then we have Easter Saturday, then Easter Sunday, Easter Monday, and things go back to normal until Anzac Day. And Anzac Day for us is Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, when Australia and New Zealand went off the war together and fought together. So we celebrate our soldiers on the 25th of April, which isn't that far away either. Sorry if you can hear the dogs barking. Somebody must be around for them to be going off, be going off like that. But that's okay. They'll quieten down. Only because somebody is around and whatnot. So, which is nothing unusual at this time of night for somebody to be around. And I think I'm up to skein number 6. I think it is for this ball, or number 5. Who knows to which skein I'm up to for this blanket. I'm getting further and further around on it. It is getting bigger, which is good, because I want it to be at least 42 inches. 42 inches long. So, which will be good. And it does get longer and longer as each time we go around, so which means that I can make sure that the blanket is big enough, and we want it to be at least 42 inches. So, and whatnot. I hope that everybody in the US is having a good day so far. And we're nighttime over here in Australia. So it'll just probably start be getting dark, or is dark for Western Australia, because at the moment they're 3 hours behind me until the clocks go back on Sunday, and then they're only 2 hours behind me and whatnot. So it doesn't take long to get the daylight savings over and done with. But it just goes to show you how quick time is going. No sooner do we, lose that, and then we'll get over Easter and Anzac Day, the King's birthday long weekend, and that is it until I think it's AFL Grand Final. Friday before AFL Grand Final, they got Kylie Minogue doing the halftime, the entertainment of the Grand Final of the AFL. If you're unsure, those that live in the US, type in Australian Football League, and it'll come up and let you know exactly what it is all about. It'll go into detail for you, and that way you can work out what it is, and it'll come up with all the teams that are in there. There is a new team coming in, I think, next year. I think. And they're going to be called Tasmanian Devils. So that'll be exciting. It's supposed to be fully green and then a bit of red. Well, we'll just have to wait and see if they do come in. We're unsure about that, so we just have to watch and find out. Sort of thing. Hey, Suzanne, how are you? How was your day? My day was busy. What about yours? How's your day been so far? I hope it's been good for you. I think your day's only just beginning, actually. Your day is beginning when mine's ending, almost. Yeah, I thought I'd come on and do another live and say hello to everybody. So what is your day going to be like for you, Suzanne? Is it going to be a busy one? Or are you going to have a quiet day, slow day, fast day? Do you have much to do? Do you have to go to the shops today? It's only 7 a.m. here and coffee time. Will you enjoy that coffee? I'll have one tomorrow when I get up. So I'm not busy today. Oh, that's good. A nice relaxing day. I like it when it stays like that. When you get a nice, relaxing, not so busy day. I'm still crocheting with my favorite velvet yarn. It is getting bigger and bigger. So I've got some ends to sew in at the moment, so which I will do once I get further along. I should be able to sew them in now. So then that way they are done. And then I can show you exactly how big it is now. I don't think it's grown since I did my live earlier, because once I left my live earlier, I went and even I had a coffee or a hot drink and a hot chocolate and a milkshake, and then I went to my appointment with at the community centre. And then Tom went over the shop, did a few things, got home, showered and everything. So now it's time to slow down and take it easy. You would hope that I've had a real busy day that I'd will fall asleep easy later. We'll see how it goes. If I don't, well, at least I can get up and do some more crocheting and probably chat with you guys a little bit more and whatnot. So I'm a little bit tired at the moment, but I'm not going to bed because I will not, definitely won't sleep later. If I go to bed now, I'll be up at 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I'll be wide-eyed, be up crocheting more, and then probably would do another live. But I might as well do it now. There's really nothing on the TV. It's very, very boring stuff on TV at the moment. So I thought, wow, I might as well come on here and keep you guys company, and you guys can keep me company. And hello to all the chewbucca lurkers that will be lurking in the bushes. I do appreciate you being here, and I appreciate anybody who comes in the chat, and I appreciate the replay watchers. I enjoy you all actually being here today, or any time at all. And I appreciate the way that you all come back and say hello. I know I'm doing pop-up lives, but I'm just grateful that you all get to come back again and again and again. I'll be able to show you exactly how much I've done in a minute. So that way you get to see and whatnot. Just, I like to do it and then get around the corner. So I've got my corner done. And then do a couple from around the corner as well. So, which will be good. I've really been enjoying crocheting the blankets. They've been really quite fun and enjoyable to do, and still can't believe how much yarn you use up when you crochet. And then, it's, which is good, especially with the velvet yarn since I bought so much of it. It's good that I can actually use the rest of it up in my bag underneath my table here. I still got these two to do. Then I'll have to work out exactly how many I've still got in my container, because I'm not actually sure now how many I have in my container. So I should probably actually get them out and have them all together. But I can do that later. There's no rush for that. I get them out when I need them. Once I get down to the last skein in that bag, then I'll get more out. I bag them in a pack of 3, so in that way 3 of them will fit in there comfortably without squashing them. So I've got a moth flying around in the bedroom again, which is quite annoying. They're a pain. I don't even know how it got in, to tell you the truth. Right. So this is the start of it. As you can tell, it is getting longer. So it is getting very long. I'm going to sew in my ends, and I'll find it right behind the computer. I'll sew in my ends, and that way that's then done. And I think I just found another ends to sew in. do that now before it gets further along. And that way they're done then. And that way I've got them done, and then I can get on to just keep crocheting without thinking, now I've got to go back and do my ends. So sewing my ends, at least by them doing that, they're done. So alright guys, I'll be back. I'm just going to close my door. I'll be back. This that way I can talk without disturbing anybody else. Now, so yeah, okay, I'm back. Just work out where I was. We're doing the thing. All right. Just work out where I left. Not doing those two yet. No, there he is. Here's the one that I'm doing now. The other one I won't do just yet because there's really not enough room to be doing him just yet. But if I get this one done, and that's this one done, and then I only have to do the other one when there's enough to do. So, and I don't mind sewing in the ends at all. Just means it keeps me busy a little bit longer. That's all it is. Alright, so that is that one done now. And I'll put me some needle back in there. And that way I know where it is. And then I can get back to now doing this one. So then I can do the other, sew the other ones in when the time comes. And whatnot. So, and I'm chewing on a bit of chewing gum. Sorry guys if you can hear me chewing. I don't mean to. But yeah, lighting looks like it's making me really dark. But maybe I need to come closer. I'll pull my chair in. And that way you guys get to... How's that? I think that's a bit better. So... whatnot. So maybe I can put this like this now. And that way you get to see me crochet a little bit. If I go quiet, just means I'm letting you guys watch me crochet for a little bit. And if someone comes in the chat to chat away, well, I will answer it because I will see when someone is in the chat. I might just do a little bit of, do this like a silent chat for a few minutes. And then that way you just get to concentrate on me crocheting. And then I'll talk in a few minutes. What size hook am I using? I am using a 6.5. That's what it recommends on this velvet yarn. It does say, this is the yarn that I'm using, and it does say 6.5 hook. So that's what I'm using for, using a 6.5 this time around. The last couple of blankets I've done, I've used a 4.5 or a 5. But I'm using the hook that is recommended that the yarn says this time around. And it does make it a little bit more, drapey and holy. But you know what? For a change, I thought I'll do this on a bigger size hook. And Suzanne's giving me the thumbs. So you could probably, if you had the yarn, you could, thicker yarn, you could probably go up to a 7, which will make it drape even more. But I just want, the patients at palliative care to be able to feel nice and warm. Thank you, Nightbot, for dropping my wish list. That is so kind of you to do that. I'm glad that you did. So I hope you don't mind watching me crochet for a few minutes, because that's what I'm doing for a couple minutes. So I'll just be quiet for a couple more minutes. I hope that you all in the US and the UK get a chance to crochet today. That would be nice if you guys got the chance to crochet today and have a relaxing day, not have to rush around doing anything. So I'll put you back up this way a little bit so you can get to see my face. I'm using a 5mm for cotton baby blanket granny stitch in the round. Ooh. I do have a 5mm one, a hook, and used it, but I'm using a 6.5. But that would be nice, Suzanne. I'm using a 5mm and a cotton baby blanket. What colours? And is it for anybody in particular that's having a baby for you to do a cotton baby blanket? Or are you donating it to the local hospital? That would be interesting. I don't mind a 5 as well. Don't mind from a 4 and a 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5. Haven't done a 6 as yet, but I'm using a 6.5 at the moment. So, but I wonder what colour that you're using to do the baby blanket granny stitching around. Sorry guys, it's getting to the end of the day. But whatever blanket the blanket is for donation. Oh, okay, a bit like what I do. Yay! I don't think you mentioned what colour you're using, Suzanne. I know you're using a cotton baby blanket, but what colour is it? Mine is called Sunset. So I can sort of see where they come from when they talked about it being sunset, with the purple and the orange and the pink colours of pink, green, and yellow. Now that would be nice, the pink, green, and yellow together. 3 beautiful colours together. If you take the pink out, oh, so yeah. Sometimes you when you do go for a tree, if they tell you to put synchron in it, you go green and gold because that's what we are, sort of thing. But that would be so nice in pink, green, and yellow for a cotton baby blanket. The baby would be so grateful to get that and enjoy. They'd enjoy having it. I'm going to open up my drink. Get a little bit thirsty. I do have water and I do have um, Coke vanilla sugar free. I am not sponsored, but if Schweppes or Coca Cola wants to sponsor me, I'm not going to say no. So you will hear when I open it up like a pop sort of thing. Maybe not. Hmm. Surprising it didn't do it. I thought it might have. Any other time it would have. So I'm just going to put chewbucca on so I can have a drink. Ah, that's better. That is better. Nice to have a drink so we can keep moving on. We're talking that we're pretty good at doing, chatting away. Might help if I put it this way. So it is getting bigger. I don't think it will be at 42 inches yet, but then won't be far off it by looking at it. So I better keep working at it. Because I really want to get this one finished so I can finish my scrap one, do some more footy coloured stockings, which I can do in between time as well. So it is good. I do really enjoy crocheting the blankets. I'd rather crochet than knit them. And because you get them done quicker. And the more I get done, the more I can take up to the hospital to donate for palliative care, which is hospice care in the UK and the US. I should actually measure to see how wide it is, but I will once I've finished it live. I'll measure it to see how much more I've got to do. Alright, guys. Now that I've actually, after a busy day, actually sitting down and relaxing and doing knitting, starting to feel it, but I ain't going to bed because I will not sleep, and then if I do, I'll be up early, and I don't want to be up that early. Even if I can get to sleep until 8 o'clock and go to bed, say, at midnight, it gives me 8 hours sleep if I don't sleep beforehand. So, but I do want to try and get at least an hour in my lives or more if I can help it. So that's why I like putting the computer down so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. I'm going to get those colours, pink, green and yellow. I'll probably start with the yellow in the middle and then pink and then green. Do yellow, oh no, I'll go yellow, pink and green. Well, I might go pink, yellow and green. That might sound a bit better. If I was to make another blanket, I reckon that'd be an awesome job. Then, yeah, sorry guys. It's getting to a hard day's work to sitting down doing nothing. So, as you can tell over my shoulder is my pillows if I need to go and lay my head down. Only if I'm tired. I don't know why I'm not tired, so I don't know why I'm yawning probably because I've really done a lot of work today, sort of thing. Been to 2 different shopping centres, and one shopping centre I went to twice. So, it was really busy because with the shops being closed tomorrow, so no shops open tomorrow, so it makes it everybody week getting everything today instead of tomorrow. I'm holding a one weight together with the 8-4. The one is constant and the 8-4 colours change. Oh, okay, so you got a solid and changeable colours. Cool. I like that idea. That is a very, very good idea, you're doing that sort of thing. I'm using up my cotton stash. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I'm trying to use up a lot of my acrylic so I can buy more stuff. But I like how we can use up our stuff from our stash because the more we use it, the more quicker we crochet stuff up. The quicker we use it, the quicker we buy more yarn or more cotton, depending on what you're actually, after. Don't you hate it when you got an itch and it just won't go away? And it's quite annoying. And nobody is informing us to keep this a safe place. Do you have much cotton yarn, Suzanne, or in your stash to be stashing it down with the blanket you're doing? Or is there enough just to do this blanket and then that will be it? You got no other cotton. I used I think it was lilac cream or strawberry cream once in the way of. What have I done here? Don't tell me I need to go back. I should be right. It's coming to summer here, so I'm not making knitted hats. I have one tote of cotton yarns. Oh, okay. That's not bad that you've only got one tote yarn of thing, yarn. And yeah, that's right, because you guys will be coming into the summer regions now. So you'll probably all start using your cotton yarns. Right. Yes, you'll be all using your cotton yarns at this time of year. We're going. We've still got after this month 1 more month of autumn, and then we're heading to winter. So maybe that's what I should do. Is in the summer months use cotton yarn instead of my acrylic yarn. But then I'll go back and use the acrylic yarn, which will be good. So sort of thing. And Nightbot saying, let's have fun. Yeah, that's what I reckon. Let's have fun. A lot of my cotton yarns is thin. That's why I'm holding two together. Oh, okay. So the more times you add the strands together, the more ply it's worth. I'm with you now, Suzanne. That's nice that you get the chance to have two together. And that was that was really good that you said that. That's good that you do. Because sometimes when you've got thin yarns, you need to hold two together. I've never really worked with thin yarns either, so I have no idea what that would be like to work with. But no doubt that I know a lot of you do use it and know that you really like it together. Right, but it's telling us to stick to the subject, to the topic. That's what we're doing, Nightbot. That's what we're doing. We're always sticking to the topic when it comes to food, yarn, and good novel, so which is good. Now he's telling us those. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Stick to the comment, which is nice of him to say. Um, into. Sorry, guys. Oh, yes, Suzanne's asked for a joke. Let's see what Nightbot comes up with. Come on, we need it. On the free stream, Nightbot says to Suzanne, what does a clock do when it's hungry? I guess it goes back 4 seconds. Okay, back 4 seconds. That's interesting. Let's see what I get. Let's see what I get. We'll see what he comes up with me. Suzanne's asked for another joke. Oh, that's already the one that I've just read. And I'm just waiting for mine to come up. And then we'll work out what it says. Okay. What did the fish say when it swam into a wall? Damn. Now, Nightbot, that's a good one. That's a good one for a change. I hope I get this yarn finished before I actually do lay down. I don't know how much longer I'll be on because I'm sort of starting to get a bit sleepy now. I've done 14 minutes. Time we do a few things. Sort of thing. Suzanne's laughing. We can be pretty funny when we want to be, when we all get laughing. I like her smiley faces saying that she's laughing at us, not at us, but with us. So, excuse me. So, let's see if I can sew that in yet. No, I think I'll just oh, do I have to go back? Yep, I need to go back. Because I didn't put in where I need to put in. So I'll have to frog it. I sort of was hoping I didn't have to go back. But I'm going to have to. Because I don't have the corner in there. Or do I? Oh, no, I don't need to go back. Oh, yeah, I do. Right back to here. So I do need to do these. I went straight into where I was. That's okay. I'll just go back and fix it up. It won't take me long to get back. Nice size. How many more skeins do you have? I've got 2 here in the basket here in my bag. I got these 2. And I've got to go and actually count. I think I might have another 5, 6. I think that's how it sort of went. So I'm trying to make it so it's 42 inches. I think that's a really, really good size, I thought. So And I think I'm already up to skein 5 or 6. So I thought it was a very good it's a very good size as well, which is good. So I think I'll have to see how many more in a minute. I'll put little chewbucca in up and I'll count exactly how many I have got left of this yarn. And that way you guys will get to know exactly how many skeins that I've got left. In a minute, when I'm not mucking up. So just let me get around the corner here and put half of this skein back on, and then I'll be able to tell you straight off exactly how much that I've got left of this skein. So I'm not actually sure. So I've just been getting out, using them and using them and using them. So I'm not entirely sure, but I will let you know once I've done this one. Right. Let me go and count how many I have. So I'm really not sure exactly how many I have left. But I will be able to tell you once I've done that. So right, let me go and count for you exactly how many I do have left. So I'm not really sure myself. I'll put baby chewbucca on and I will tell you exactly how many I do have left. Let me go and check it out for you. Because I've got to go to the other side of the room. So just be a minute and I'll be able to tell you guys in a minute. I'm not quite sure myself. Right, okay, I'm back now. I am back right here. And I can tell you now exactly how many I got. I got 5 left. I got these 3 and these 2. And then that's it. And this, and then that's the yarn all done. We did that one, and then that's going to be, once it's gone, that's going to be it. Then there's nothing else left of that, and then that's that one done. So, yeah. 5 skeins. That's all I've got left after this one. And then once all 5 are used up, then that's it. I have no more of the velvet yarn left. So I better get crocheting so I can use them all up. And then that's all the 5 done. So it will be a big blanket by the time I am finished. So that's not bad. 5 skeins left, and that is it. And then once this one's finished, I'll do a couple of the black and white stockings. I need to do 10. And I'll get those ones done as well. My messenger is flashing at me, so okay. So yes, I've got 5 skeins, Suzanne. That's all I've got left is 5. So I did have 23 all up, but so far I brought 7, and then I brought 15. Yeah, so it makes 23 skeins of velvet yarn, and I'm down to 5 more after this one. So, which way I'm going, like my crocheting hook is on fire, like my knitting needles. I am really getting them done. So, which is good. It's just exactly, and because I'm using a bigger hook, so it is going around. You are using the quicker when you use a bigger size hook, and I'm using the recommender hook that this yarn does ask for. So that's what I'm doing. So, which is good. Dogs are barking again. Somebody's around. And then with my window just being there and there. So that way, that's all you can hear is because the window's open and you'll get to hear the little doggies, which is not next door, the next door down. So, yeah. Did you ever get, do you ever get yarn donated for your projects? Stephanie, Stephanie Suzanne, she brought me some yarn to do on my wish list. She said that I needed yarn off there that she donated to me to do my projects, and so she brought so she can donate it for me so I can do my projects. Like I'll show you this one here is the yellow bit. The yellow one here is what the yarn that she brought me. Hang on, let me pick this up. The yellow that you see on the stocking is what, oh, yeah, thought that would get that, is the yarn that I've got here, which is called, it is called the knitting yarn. She got that off my wish list that I've got on my wish list. And it works out to about 180 meters. It's got 180 to 200. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to work with the 180 meters. I got that in this yellow, and she got me it in some other colors, so I can do more projects out of it. She wanted to buy it for me with all the projects that I do. So, yeah, maybe the hospital library can get yarn donations for you. The hospital does have yarn that people donate, so I can get yarn from them if I need to. The um, Eden's um, volunteer coordinator has said to me that I can take the yarn from there. My local library, the only time you can get the yarn from them is if you're going to the group and doing the group session that they have once a week on a Wednesday. That's the only time you can get the yarn from them. And where I do go to my knitting club, I only have to mention to one of the ladies that works at the community centre, have you got this certain yarn? And she'll say, yep, come with me and we'll have a look. And she'll donate it, don't donate some yarn. And it just depends what yarn that she has to whether it's worth using for the hospital and that. So I only have to go up to the hospital just to have a look to see what yarn they've got. So yeah, I do normally try and see what they've got, but most time, excellent. Yeah, it is excellent, isn't it? And a lot of the time, if you do say not a lot of time, but some of the time, if you explain to certain um, craft stores that you're doing, you're crocheting this stuff, blankets for, the babies, newborn babies, or, you know, palliative care, sometimes they might say, oh, look, we can give you a couple skeins for free, or we'll give them to you half price. I haven't tried it with where I go and get my yarn as yet. I have mentioned it to them to what I do with the yarn, and I have mentioned it on some of the ones that I do, like this one. I tell them that it's good for making blankets. For I get tell them why I use it for, but no reveal to. Oh, we can donate some for you. So there's been none of that from them as yet. It'd be nice if some young companies did sponsor me in getting them, but I'm not pushing my luck there. So yeah. So donations from other places would be nice, but it's just a matter of whether they got the colours that you want. And I only ever go to one knitting club, so and most of those women they pretty much keep their own yarns for themselves. Apart from one lady, she said she couldn't use yarn, a certain yarn that she brought, and she wasn't sure what she was going to do with it. And she said, "Who would like it?" I said, "Oh, I'll use it because it will make stuff up for me." So I did. I took it with me and whatnot, and I used it. I can't remember what I made out of it, but yeah, she said, "Yep, all yours." I offered to give her the money for it, and she said, "No, you can have it, seeing that that you don't mind using it." So, and it was yarn I didn't mind using either, so which was good. So I always try and find yarn that's cheap. I'm not cheap, but this was only $3.50 at the shop, so that's not bad at $3.50. And the one that I just showed you in the violet, that's $9. But then when I do buy that, I make sure I buy so many of the violet, so many of the white, because I like to put the white in between the the violet or whatever color I'm using. If I'm using a solid color, I like to break it with the white, sort of thing. Then that way you're not, just looking at the one colour. So, or, if it was one solid colour, I might even look at a variegated yarn that will go with it as well, which is good. Do you use wool fibre? You know what, Suzanne? It's one thing I've never tried is wool, but then if I'm donating it up at the hospital, I don't know what their restrictions are with the wool. I mean, I know that they don't mind acrylic yarn, which is what I normally would use. And when I had donated the blanket like this one last week, they haven't minded that one. But as far as wool, I haven't used, and so I don't know what wool is like to use. And I don't know whether I can donate it at the hospital or not. So that is one thing I will have to get checked out on the wool, because I don't know if I can actually use it. So, but that's something I'll have to get Eden to ask her volunteer coordinator. She's not there till next week, next Friday, because they got tomorrow off and they got Monday off. So she won't be back till next week. So I'll have to ask her coordinator whether we can use the wool fibres, and then I'll get back to you, Christine. Uh, I'll get back to you, Suzanne, to let you know about. Yes, I can, but personally using wool fibres myself, making blankets and that. No, I haven't, and whatnot. So, but I think if I was going to use the wool one, and the hospital can't take it, it'll be donated to the op shops where people know if they're allergic to wool or not to buy it. So, do you use wool fibres, Suzanne, or yours just more the the fingering weight? Most times I use 8-ply yarn, which I think is your worsted weight. I think that's how it works. I don't quote me, because I don't want to give the wrong information out. Because you guys, your weight's so different to ours, so sort of thing. I'm going to get going in a couple more minutes. I've been on for an hour and 3 minutes, so I'll get going soon so I can do some other things, and just in case I decide I need to fall asleep, at least I'm not on the live. And that, I think I've rambled on enough, and I'm sure you don't want to hear me ramble for another hour. But yeah, I'm just gonna do one more costa, and then I'm gonna put my stitch marker in, so that way we can say good night and good day and everything. When I make donation hats with wool, I tag the item indicating that it contains wool. Oh, okay. Well, that is a good idea, by tagging them and saying it has wool on them. That is a very, very good idea. That's what I should do, and tell them, that it's 100% acrylic. So, well, all right. I am going to get going, and see. But if I don't get off to my blanket for the moment and get going, then I'll never get off and do it. But I can do more in a minute. So it's not as though I can't. So, but my hand needs a little bit of a break for a minute. So it is getting longer. See, it is getting longer. Which I like just how the colours are turning out. See, it is purple, orange, and pink. Have a good night, said Suzanne. Thank you, and you have a good day to whatever you're going to do. And I hope you get the chance to have a relaxing Thursday. And in another hour, I'll be going into Friday, and it'll be Good Friday. So and I hope that you have a good day. Thank you to all that have come in and all the chewbucca lurkers that were there listening to me ramble on. And thank you to the replay watchers. And I will catch up with you all soon. Bye.